Hey everyone, welcome back to Sir Gregor's Hearthstone Tournament. We got a double dose for you today. Let's just take a look at the bracket right now. We finished all the matches in round one except for Sinister versus CrimsonAce in the losers bracket. So we're gonna do that match right now. Sinister versus CrimsonAce. They will be moving up over here. So let's see if they're ready to go. It looks like they're ready to go. Let's spectate from Sinister's side. Let's see what they both bring to the table. CrimsonAce played against Iskrad in the previous match, and Sinister played against Zealot in the previous match. So we got Rogue versus Warlock. Sinister is using the Rogue, and CrimsonAce is using the Warlock. Just see both of their hands. Let's get the game started here. I think Sinister is playing the same mill rogue deck he is. Got a really rock draw chog. And it looks like CrimsonAce is playing his Zoo. So CrimsonAce doesn't have a great start here, but I believe a Haunted Creeper is the best way to go. You might want to play a Knife Juggler earlier. It's a little bit more aggressive, but losing a Knife Juggler early is not so great because it can deal a lot of damage later on in the game. I would have went with a Haunted Creeper. Knife Juggler's a 3/2 minion for 2 mana. After you summon a minion, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. Sinister just saps it right away and puts it back in CrimsonAce's hand. CrimsonAce is going to replay it. So no Sinister. He could play the Dancing Swords or coin out a Burly Rockdraw Trog. Not sure why he decided to coin and play the Dancing Sword. That was a little bit of a mistake. And he noticed that. So one dagger goes off into the face, second dagger goes into the swords, third dagger goes into the face. And CrimsonAce trades one Knife Juggler with the swords and draws a card. Sinister's turn, he picks up a second Cold Light Oracle. Let's see what he's going to do now. I'm not sure how his deck works exactly, but if he wants the opponent to draw a lot of cards, it's not that effective against a Warlock who's got cards that he just wants to play down and fill up his board and empty his hand immediately, because he can just life tap to get his hand back. But so far not that much has happened in this game. So Sinister decides to Shadow Step the Cold Light Oracle. CrimsonAce's turn. He's got a big hand right now. All the cards in his hand. He plays down an egg, and he's going to play Shattered Sun Cleric to probably buff the egg, I guess. I guess he buffs the Haunted Creeper instead. Gets a dagger off and hits Sinister for 2 and 3. Sinister draws a backstab. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in Sinister's hand. 8 cards in CrimsonAce's hand. It'll be 9 cards now. Oh, a 2 mana Clockwork Giant. So what does Sinister do here? Does he play the Clockwork Giant? He's gonna sap. Play a 2 mana Clockwork Giant. He's gonna backstab the Shattered Sun Cleric and passes the turn. CrimsonAce's hand is too full, so he burns the Zombie Chow. Not sure why he plays Zombie Chow in the Zoo deck. Nonetheless, they continue. Now CrimsonAce, I wonder if he's confused with such a big hand. It's going to put down the dwarf to buff up the egg. And Abusive Charger to further power it up. Drops a Soulfire. I bet you Sinister's a little surprised that he had a Soulfire there. Continues to pressure Sinister. Sorry about that, a little technical error. Missed some of Sinister's turn. But it looks like he used an Eviscerate, and he's trading the monsters. It's the CrimsonAce now. They're about halfway through their decks. And Sinister's already at 17 health. CrimsonAce hasn't really been touched yet. And drops a Voidwalker with Taunt and a Doomguard. It's a lot of damage against Sinister. Now it's the Sinister's turn. He could play a 1-mana Molten Giant here, but that Doomguard is really the issue. He's taking a lot of damage, so he needs to heal up. Really, Rockjaw Trog isn't really coming fully into effect here, since Zoo doesn't play that many spells, so he can't take full advantage of that. Looks like he's thinking of Vanish. But I would just put the Doomguard back in. So he does heal up with the Antique Heal Bot. It looks like he's going to have to trade his Cold Light Oracle and the Dagger. And re-daggers. Passes it to CrimsonAce. CrimsonAce picks up an Owl. He's going to put the Direwolf down and perhaps drop another Doomguard. It's going to hit right here for 9 damage and life taps. And he gets an egg. It's the first amount of damage that CrimsonAce has taken this game. Buffing up that Doomguard, it worked pretty well out for Sinister since he had a big game Hunter now. Plays a Molten Giant. Follows that up with Cold Light Oracle. However, despite the plays, Sinister is still dead once CrimsonAce plays the second Doomguard, because that would be exact damage. He has enough damage here to kill Sinister, and there's no taunts blocking him. So game 1 is going to go to CrimsonAce. Good game, good game. It was an interesting game with Zoo versus Mill Rogue, and let's see how game 2 turns out.